Hello, everyone. Welcome to our final episode of Stocks on the Rocks. I know we're looking a bit different today. We have some exciting things in store. We're going to give people about 2 minutes to join into this exciting stream of Stocks on the Rocks. Again, if you're just tuning in, we are about to begin our final episode of the year. So we're just waiting for a few more persons to join us in. Just 1 more minute before we begin. Thank you so much for tuning in if you're already here.
I'm not seeing the YouTube stream. Simon?
So the YouTube stream isn't up?
I'm not seeing it at all. Everybody that's watching so far is from Periscope, which is Twitter.
Thanks to those who are already here. We're looking at the YouTube stream right now. We're looking into what's happening. Just a few more moments, please.
It's live on Twitter, so I guess it's just the YouTube stream.
So again, for those who are already here, thank you so much for tuning in. At the moment, we are just having some minor technical difficulties with our YouTube stream. So we're actually setting it up at the moment. It's up?
I'm seeing it.
It's up now.
Awesome.
It's up now.
It's up and we're ready to go. So thank you for joining us here today. Thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube if you're already here. My name is Shantae Simpson. I know that you are used to a different format for SOTR. So we decided to do something a little bit different today. So for our final episode for the year, we wanted to just show our faces, right, team, and introduce the team to the SOTR world, the rest of the internet, just to say, hey, we're here and we're real people doing this on a weekly, on a monthly basis. So hi everyone. So
Hi
I
guys.
am going to give everybody a chance to introduce themselves. But before we do that, we have to acknowledge someone in our presence, someone amazing. I mean, we're all amazing, but this person is extraordinary and we want to big them up. Julian Morrison, he's a recipient of the Prime Minister's Youth Award. So give him a round of applause in your homes, wherever you are, or snap. Yay!
Big up Julian, big up
Big
Julian.
up, Juliet.
So awesome to know that our very own can
Ante,
achieve something.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut
Sure.
you, but I just want to point out that Julian, this is the second time. Julian, you were nominated before, right? So Julian's, I mean, to be on this list twice is in itself an extraordinary feat, and the
Mhm.
category is leadership. So I just want to point that out, the amazing achievement of one of the persons that are instrumental
Yes, yes,
to this page
definitely. Thank you
functioning
so much,
properly.
Simon. So we're gonna start off our introductions with Simon Johnson. I know you know him, but he's gonna give a brief introduction of himself with just a slight synopsis of his role, and we're gonna move down to everyone here, and they're gonna have a chance to do that. All right, Simon, go ahead.
All right, so I mean, you guys will see more of me later. But my name is Simon Johnson. Guys, please mute your mics. Yeah, my name is. Are you guys hearing me clearer? Yeah, my name is Simon Johnson. I am the founder of Stocks on the Rocks. I also work in the financial industry, and my primary role here is to, as a part of the wider Stocks on the Rocks team that is here, is to support the ideation process when it comes on to what happens in the episodes and how it functions and with the information that is fed through the episodes. As you know, we not just want to share information and make financial literacy information free and accessible, but we also want to make sure that this information is accurate. What does financial literacy mean to me? I mean, I answer the question further down, but I'll just allow the team, in the interest of time, to say from their perspective, and then you'll see my video later down. All right. Shanti, we're not hearing you.
Shante, we're not hearing you.
So sorry about that. Thank you, Simon. So we're moving on to Ashton, and he will give an introduction, and of course, he's gonna go into a slight synopsis of his role and what does Finlit mean to him. Ashton?
Yeah, man, I'm ready to go. So my name is Ashley Beckford. Um, I'm just a team player. Well, we're not even get into the roles or anything like that. Well, I'm a team player. Everybody just do a little bit of everything every now and then, right? What does Finlit mean to me? So Finlit is pretty much how we live every day. We have to save. Like the best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago. The second best time is now. We just have to make that sacrifice. We have to make that contribution, and we have to educate each other. We can't keep the knowledge for ourselves, right?
Thank you. The Lady Makeda.
Hey guys, so I'm Makedo. I work in the technology industry, and with respect to stocks on the rocks, I do a lot of the graphics, etc. The role's really not that defined. Most of the graphics, but we have Ivy now. And Finlit for me is pretty much a better society. That's really what it is. The spreading of knowledge and financial knowledge, especially, so that we can make more informed
Thank
decisions.
you, Trevon. Trevon, you still on mute?
Hey guys, so my name is Trevor Morris. Basically just a finance person, and my role on the Stocks on the Rocks team is basically a bit of everything. I am also the social media, as Makeda would actually put it, the social media engager. What Finlit means to me? Well, it is important to me because I view it as an opportunity to build and grow generational wealth, not just for myself, but others. Not being exposed to this from an early age, I view this as my opportunity to help others to be exposed to financial literacy. Thank you.
Thanks, Trevon. Wendell.
Hello everyone, my name is Wendell Ivy. And as Makeda and Trevon said, most of us do a little of everything. I just found a new skill in video editing, so I help out Makeda with that. But to me, what does financial literacy mean to me? So we live basically in a developing country where income levels are very low. So I think that being financial literate is one way that people can use this, as I said, low income to actually better have themselves or spend it wisely. So I think financial literacy on that part is very, very important and critical to the development of a person and to the country in general.
Thank you. Now on to Julian. Julian, I think you're on mute.
No, he's not muted. I think it's the earphone, Julian.
Check your audio connection.
Not hearing. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and then we're gonna get back to Julian. Hopefully it works. So again, my name is Shantae Simpson. Thank you so much for tuning in if you're just coming onto our stream today. So for me, financial literacy is really a way out of poverty. It's a out of poverty of mind, actual poverty. So it's really a way out. So that's what makes me really passionate about what we're doing. So now that we've had most of our introductions, hopefully Julian will join us on soon. There you are. Julian, say something. No, still not working. So hopefully he'll be able to jump back on at a later time. So we're moving on to our next segment. So we're going to be doing our outlook for we're doing our year in review. So we're going to look at all the things that we covered in the past year. And we want to thank you again for those who tuned in every single month for all the things that we were doing. Now, for our year in review, right? Well, let's start off with Simon in January. What's up?
Yeah, so before we jump in, I just want to give a quick synopsis of everything that we did over the period. Yes, so as you can see, we've been very busy for the year. In January, that was our first SOTR for 2020. We made a decision that look, we wanted to do bigger and better things than in 2019 than what we achieved. So we reached out to a link in Mobi, and I mean she welcomed us. Um, the spot was beautiful, by the way. Yes. So we went to Mobi and we had our sorry Makeda. What's the name of the place again?
Smokies by the
Yeah, man,
sea.
Smokies. It was really beautiful. But overall, we had a beautiful discussion. The discussion there was generally about finance. So we had people that in terms of their education base in finances was very wide. So you had a young lady that, I mean, she just walked into, she said JMMB and opened an account. And she never really know about the investing thing, and she came there to learn more. And the other investors, the more moderate and advanced investors, really helped her out. We had about 4 or 5 senior managers in the financial industry representing Barita, Proven, NCB, Capital Markets, and CUFMC, Credit Union Fund Managers. Well, not representing, but they were there and they just came to give their support, and they answered a few of the hard questions from the investors. So the investors had a lot of hard questions for them, and they stood up to the challenge, and it was overall a very good time in January. I'll pass over to Julian for our February and March review.
Right. So, Simon, I think you can tell us about February though. So we talked about investment strategies in
Oh yes,
February.
yes,
Julian isn't here yet. I'm not seeing him.
yes. No. So Julian is having technical difficulties, so I'll jump into that. For February, and clearly I like to talk, right? So for February, we looked at investment strategies. So I tried to organize the minister coming, but the thing is that Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, the things that I never wanted to tell anybody, right? Because I know that if I had put him on a flyer and told people, right, I'd advertise it on Twitter, the whole of Palisades would have blocked off. Is everybody's favorite minister, Santa Clark. So what we agreed was that he would have just passed through after work. It would have been a chill vibe, nothing about politics, nothing about ministerial duties. Just he was just coming to chill and blend into the crowd, blending, right? So I mean, so the overall night, the discussion was about investment strategies, and one of the major things about that night, before I go into Dr. Clark, was the varying amount of investment strategies that people use to achieve different rates of return. So you had people, I think Ivy was saying that, look, I'm a long-term investor. I buy and I hold. I mean, I'll trade a little, but really and truly, I want to look over a long period of time. And then you had other investors that said, look, day in, day out, week in, week out. I think Trevor is one of those investors. Week in, week out, month in, month out, 3 months max, you know. And then, Dr. Clark chipped into the conversation, and he really discussed how he started investing, which was rooted in his mother's guidance and help there. And he gave a very good discussion of investing based on fundamentals. His own words, looking at the strength of the company and investing based on that. So he shared. He did not say it was his style of investing, but he was just saying he believes that particularly for newer investors, uh, this is what they should be looking at. For that
Right.
session, we didn't video the session because I mean, a large part of it for me is that we wanted to keep it. We wanted to allow the minister to express himself and talk openly. And I mean, anybody that came to Stocks on the Rocks that night would have left it knowing that, yo, this is amazing. The Minister of Finance was on
Right.
the sidewalk talking to over 100 people. I mean, the entire space at that was full of cars. Over 100 people discussing investments, discussing stocks, how he started, talking about school, etc. So that was amazing. That was
The thing with Dr. Clark is that he's very big on the fundamentals and getting that right. So he was actually encouraging those there to just spend the time and do some reading, do some research, and understand the thing before jumping into it. So that really brings us to the next thing that we discussed in March, and that's opportunities in a crisis. Simon, do you remember?
Yeah, man, I remember everything. I'm very good. I'm a very sharp brain. I'm young enough.
That's when COVID really started in Jamaica, right?
Yes. So Chike and Gillian Jackson. So
That was the first online.
Yes,
That was the
yes, that
first.
was the first online. But for in the month of March, I want to mention that Dr. Clark, he was doing his budget speech, I think a week or two after, and he issued a challenge to answer something. I don't remember what it was. And Gillian Jackson and Chike Verway, I don't know if I'm mispronouncing his name. Chike is from Learn, Grow, and Invest. Answered it, and both Gillian, Chike, and myself went to Parliament to listen to the budget debate in March. But the March episode was really about identifying opportunities in a crisis, which makes sense. It was literally right before the crisis, right?
What's the question? How do they value a company? What's the question?
So, well, that was a part of it, I believe. But overall, we had Richard Garden, the head of asset management at Proven Wealth. We had Raman, who's the head of asset management and research at Barita, Raman Small Ferguson. And we also had Arlan Morrison, who is a senior analyst at JMB and their group research team, who shared, and this was at the top of the crisis, so this had a lot of value. Where were they looking in a crisis? Where should we be looking? And that was really valuable, because at the top of the crisis, they would have pointed out a lot of the factors that investors should be looking out for, and hopefully our viewers got some value there.
So we're moving on to April. Wendell, can you remind us what happened in April?
So I guess in April, after the inception of the COVID-19, we had Dr. Andrea, Dr. Nadine McLeod, and Dr. Peter John Gardner from the University of the West Indies all coming out in full effect, basically telling us or giving us some guidance as to how COVID would affect us locally and also internationally. I guess that was it for April.
Yeah, that was some good information, trust me. And then we moved right into tax. So we're talking about tax in April, in May, right?
Yeah, we were talking about tax as well, because that the three episodes, the one from the one that Simon mentioned, the one with Dr. Andrea and Dr. Nadia McLeod, the tax, it was all one conversation.
Yeah.
So they were thinking like, okay, then I think Raman was also on that episode as well, in which they were talking about how would the government react based on COVID and all that stuff.
Yeah. So a lot of COVID related stuff and how we can navigate in the times. And then we went on to June. June, we talked about something a little bit different. We had a different audience. Trevon.
Yeah, so for June, that was one of my better episodes. And I like that episode because as a team, we took the opportunity to basically reach out to the younger generation, right? And for that episode, we had spoken about savings, investing, and when they should start. We know that that's very important. A lot of us started very late. So the team taking the time out to reach out to the teams who by the way they showed up. So let's not forget that the teens, they showed up for the episode, and we also presented them with gift certs to actually give them a real opportunity to start. So that was one of my better episodes, and it was great.
Yeah, I think so too. I was so glad to see a lot of teens joining in, a lot of young adults, people from UE. Is just really useful information. Then from there, we went into what moves the market. Ashton.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What moves the market? That was in July. That was a very very good episode. So we actually look at things like the interest rate, inflation, unemployment, economic growth. We even went into some form of valuations. So yeah, we just talk about the factors outside. I don't remember the persons that were there, but I know that it was always good. It was always good. And then after July, we went into August. That was a national debate break. That was very good. So we had people like Ivy and Simon breaking down these big econ terms for a person like me and for everybody else that they don't have any idea what these actually mean and how does it resonate with them. So that was also very very good.
Hmm. And the important thing to note for everybody out there that's watching, not all of us on here are finance experts in the
Exactly.
sense where we're working in finance. We're learning too. And for Simon and for Wendell and Trevon, even though they are experts in the field, they're still learning too. So there are some things that they have to research and there are some things that they have to try and understand, what exactly is going on. So don't feel no way if you don't know. So moving on to September. So we talked about pension, and trust me, in this one I learned a lot. We had some experts in this area come on from Proven and from Jan Simon. So we had some experts coming on from different financial houses. Yes. So, and they talked about, what happens with your money in pension, the pension schemes at your workplace, some of the things that you need to look out for, and the fact that I didn't even know that you can have a separate pension from your company. So there's some of the things that they went into. And then in October, we talked about insurance. And listen, this episode got really personal for me because right after that, I made sure I took out my critical illness insurance. It was super useful. We talked about health, we talked about critical illness, and we talked about life insurance, how they're different, and why you need to get that. In November, we talked about budgeting. Makeda, tell us what's up.
So for budgeting, that episode was really good for me because what it really brought home is that no matter how much you earn, there is a way to find a way to not just save but invest. And then we also use a lot of scenarios that show that even if you earn a little bit less than someone else, in about 20 years with value investing and compound investments, you can actually have enough money for your retirement. And then we kind of launched off into the December episode. Now, the thing about December, why I feel it's important to us, I was super excited to see the other side of everybody. So we had persons like Kalila, Randy sending in submitting their responses to the questions that we asked. That even allowed us to see the fun side of everyone. So it was cool to see financial Twitter, I guess, show up in a very fun way.
And don't worry, guys, it won't be selfish. We'll be showing those videos shortly. Moving on to the next segment, Simon. I think this is me and you. This is us. So we'll be talking about our outlook for 2021. So Simon, tell me, what's the vision for SOTR in 2021?
So, I mean, I think so. As I would have mentioned before, coming into 2020, we wanted to expand and teach more and reach a larger base. And going into 2021, and I think we definitely achieved that for 2020. I lost count in February when we met, but we the February meeting was actually well over 100 people. I just keep saying 100 because I wasn't counting. Yeah, it was well over 100 people, and since then we've actually switched the model to just to streaming online. Even though there we can meet below 15 people, we just wanted to be super safe and didn't want to expose anybody to COVID. Going into 2021, the expectation is that our live streams, our production, and how we get financial literacy information across to our viewers and to our potential viewers will also improve for 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 2021. We also want to reach out to a wider base. Um, so one of the things we realized is that, yes, we've been operating on the social media base, but a lot of people that really, really need this information are on social media, but a lot of them aren't on social media. So the aim is to kind of reach into some of these spaces more. And I think in our January episode, we'll be talking about that in much more detail. So the topics that we'll be covering generally. So what we've been doing, if our viewers have realized, is that we've been looking at general topics each month. So insurance, pensions, sometimes we touch investments, etc. For 2021, we expect to be a lot more targeted into the type of information that we share. So it's not just talking about debt. It's going into exactly um, the types of debt and what that means for the person watching the video. We want to be able to help to support somebody who's fresh, who just started in their financial in their financial journey. Any special guests? Any special guests? We actually have a few special guests in mind, but our style already. We like to surprise him, so that will definitely be in the works. If anybody know Prime Minister Holness, I'm sorry that Julian is not on. Julian, good friend, no. Um, yeah, so I mean, ideally, we have to remember our goal. Well, one of the major things for me is I want to see financial literacy taught in even some of the smallest niches in Jamaica. We went to secondary school, we went to high school, um, and a lot of the things that we should have come into life and adulthood knowing. A lot of the discussions that we should have had, we didn't have. One of the reasons that I was fortunate to start having discussions about stocks is that Trevon, who is on this stream, was a part of a competition, a record-breaking run, by the way, a competition in sixth form for stocks and trading. So them on their trade carb cement from it below $1, you know, and so it's really, that's how I was introduced to this space and started to develop a passion for it. But outside of that, it's not just, everybody doesn't have to be deeply interested in investing, but everybody needs to invest in some way, shape, or form. So the aim is that people can learn generally some of the things about how to save, some of the things that we know about bank accounts and credit cards, and some of our viewers know. It's simple, other people don't know. As little as you think you know, somebody out there knows less than you. You know, Ashdean usually say, remember when I really in the finance thing, Ashdean is in tech, But when Ashdean talk about investments and when we are reason about investments or rugby, Them have only man of rugby when they know what the hell we are talking about.
Exactly.
You know? Them don't know
Yeah,
who we are, them don't know.
I remember the conversation, Simon. Remember, at some point we did actually think that we were selfish because that's why the whole stocks and the rocks movement even come about. Yeah,
Exactly.
man,
So funny story, and Ashley, and you were the first one.
of
I
course.
think it was a Friday. And some of the Friday them you don't want to go home. Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't want to go
it's
straight
1 o'clock.
you just feel like you're not supposed to go home at them time. And I link Trevon, I link Ashley and Ivy. I don't remember who else. I think Rochelle was there. And we say, yo, you know what, just want to go to Palisades, go sit down and probably drink 2 beer and talk about stocks. And on a Friday night, everybody said, of course. So on the way there, I remember I was saying, I don't know if it's Ashley or Trevon, yo, I wonder if I must invite Twitter because we I mean, I'm sure there are people there that would have liked for just come sit down and reason about it. So that's actually how it started. I tweeted about it and people show up and then we do it the next month and more people show up. So we say,
I remember,
oh,
I remember in August, I think it was August 28th, we actually left out there like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
yeah
man.
man, yeah man. I mean, I remember one time, um, and it might have been the night when Dr. Clark came. I left people out there talking about investments. Because when you start up all Randy and Justin and them
Mark
876 man
and
them
yeah,
on investing, The
man.
man they talk about
Morning.
investing until morning. They talk about it till morning, man. So that's how it really started because we saw that there was a genuine need to have these conversations openly so that others could benefit.
I was actually so amazed to see how many people were interested because I was talking to Sam and I was like, people are coming, they don't know you, they don't know you guys really, and they just come out to talk about investments and come out you guys did. So thank you so much for
Look,
joining us like that in the setting. I think it was just beautiful
look,
where we're out on the rocks. Yeah.
Shante, me tell you, me see mothers bring them kids. A lady tell me one time, say she a drive from, I don't want to misquote her, but it's probably Clarendon. And she come in because she have to touch stocks on the rocks. Mothers bring them kids to come for just come listen, just be a part of the conversation. And the kids were interested. I've seen elders, man, we say them invest in some company when we never know where when they exist no more. I say, yeah, man,
Mhm.
that was my first stock. Actually, somebody was saying, ah, yeah, man, yeah. So people invest for decades.
Yeah, I
You
remember the
know,
gentleman that had cents in VMBS and that could help him pay off a loan when he was in a pinch or something like that.
yeah, and I mean, me tell people now, say it difficult to say you can't come out of Palisades, which we hope will continue to be honest. Because
Hopefully.
if Dr. Clark can put on him sweatsuit and come out
Facts.
there and stay for, I mean, he was there for probably an hour and a half,
Or
2 hours.
yeah.
Yeah, man, he was there for a good while. Let me not try to quote it. Then I think that this can reach anyone. But I mean, unfortunately, we are forced to have fortunately as well, because this can reach more people that couldn't participate there. So we are doing streams, and hopefully for 2021, hopefully everybody get them vaccine, um, and COVID start to reduce the economic hiccup, and we can go drop a chirp on Palisades again and laugh after COVID, right?
Mhm.
All
Right.
right.
So as you mentioned that, it's just a reminder to all of us that we're in a larger community and the financial literacy community is bigger than Stocks on the Rocks. There's so many other people who are on here. There is earning season, there is Wealth Watch, there are so many others. And Simon, do you remember a couple years ago when this wasn't even here? And I think it's it's amazing to see how many people have joined on in just a space of a couple years, right, Simon?
Yeah, so what I'll say is that I mean, so I'm relatively young to the space, just a few years, but there have always been people online talking about financial literacy. I think what happened over the last, and I'll say 2 years, is that the market started to run up a lot, and run up not in a bad way, and a lot more people were interested, and people really were like hungry for information. And the information, some of this information unfortunately isn't readily available. So there a niche was created. I mean, you had Ryan Strawn, Randy, Julian through Wealth Watch. I mean, I was watching Julian's videos months before Stocks on the Rocks even would
Same,
have
same,
been contemplated. So you had those guys in the space that talked about investment. It was a relatively it was a relatively smaller space, but now you have Kalilari Media, which is a whole thing that farmed on the base of that, and Kalila has really taken.
Monday.
Yeah, man, money Mondays. Let's get that money, and her thing has really blown up, and I'm really happy for her. You have the earning season podcast. So another thing I want to point out is that information has not only become more accessible, but it's become more accessible in different forms. So if you are an audio person and you like to listen to a 2 3 hour clip while you're on your way to Mobi, you have a podcast that you can listen to. If you are somebody that wants to you want your information is in a program type format, and you have Kalila, you have Stocks on the Rocks, you have Learn, Grow, and Invest Now, that you can listen to. So there's a lot of information out there that is free and mostly accessible. And I really want to big up the people that would have been supporting this space. Also, wait, before I go to that, I have a special big up for 876 Invest, because I remember I met some of the guys there at Kalila's launch, which now seems like decades ago, but it was just about a little over a year ago. And trust me, I was surprised to see how people in university, second, third year, were so deeply interested in investing, and not only talking about it, they were doing it. That was really heartwarming for me, and their space has grown, and I'm really happy for that. I want to big up the people that would have supported this channel though. April Walters, Richard Garden, Julian, who is now a constant in the team, Morrison, Raman Small Ferguson, Andre Yap, Arlan Morrison. They've really lent their time to just come in and talking about investments with us and the wider audience. So I really appreciate.
As well as all the guests that we've had on Stocks on the Rocks from January straight down to today, December. Thank you so much for being supportive. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, because that's what we want. We want financial literacy, and we want to spread the knowledge. So, with that being said, we asked a question to our financial literacy community and to a few of our guests. And that question is, why is financial literacy important to you? So I know you've seen the trailer and you're waiting for the videos. Simon, can we have the answer to that question, please?
Yeah, man. So we're going to start the synopsis now.
Why is financial literacy important to you? Why do you do what you do?
I'm a teacher at heart, and I have gained a lot of knowledge over the past couple of years in finance that I wish I had learned sooner. And I realize there are a lot of people out there that can benefit from the same knowledge, that can learn it earlier than I did. And my push, and part of the push of why I started SOTR, is I want to reach as much people in Jamaica, in the region, in the world as possible. And I want the information to be free and accessible. That's why I do what I do. I genuinely believe that this is what I'm called to do. This is one of the things that I'm called to do.
I think it's important for every Jamaican to understand finances in a way where they know how to budget, they know how to access a financial product like a mortgage or an auto loan, and they have all of the information available to be able to make decisions on how to spend and save and invest their money.
Financial literacy is important to me because it helps me to go about building my own wealth, which gives me a sense of freedom and security. Why do I do what I do? I do what I do because I really enjoy it, and I feel that the message is important and can help a lot of people.
Financial literacy is important to me because I've seen the difference that it makes.
I really believe that we empower ourselves as a race, as a country, as a people, by the individuals getting as strong as they can. And I think financial literacy is a huge empowering thing that helps literally everybody in any situation. No matter how good or bad the situation, the greater financial literacy, the better it is for you there. And I say oftentimes the best part of financial literacy isn't found in obviously financial things. It's every other part of your life that it helps you in. So it drives me.
For me, coming from a place where financial literacy or illiteracy had us in a place of just living day to day, week to week, month to month, and struggling through, and being able to elevate from that and come to a place where we are now, it showed me the importance of financial literacy, and having learned that through our own life experiences, I thought it was so impactful and powerful to share that with others and bring others up the curve as well. Pass it on, pay it forward. There's enough for everybody, and that's why we started this free community to share the knowledge.
Yeah, I have nothing else to add to that. That's why we started it. We share a passion for helping people,
yes,
and we want to pass on as much information as we can. So that's why we do what we do.
So I can tell you from my own personal experiences that savings or doing things off the top of our heads alone is not enough to really bring us where we want to in life. It's not enough to continue to achieve all these goals that we continuously set for ourselves that we want to achieve and advance in our lives, right? Because Jamaicans are some of the most resilient people I know, some of the best entrepreneurs. But while we are great at collectively playing the game, financial literacy is that key deciding factor that turns us into winners.
So for me, I have this theory, right, that Jamaica is entering what I call her golden window. To learn more about it, you can just go to Twitter and look at my pinned tweet, and I have a big thread about what the golden window is and why I believe so. But the core principle behind it is that I believe that Jamaica's best days are ahead of her because of some structural economic changes that have happened in the last decade. Now, in my opinion and in my belief, the way that we all can realize it is if everybody or as many people become financially literate as possible. And the reason is because a lot of the changes and the progress and stuff depends on policymakers continuing to implement good policies, one, and then two, it depends on us as individuals to take advantage of the opportunities that come up. So it depends on us investing in the stock market, subscribing to IPOs and that sort of stuff. That way we can build wealth for ourselves. We can encourage other companies to go public. And when companies go public and they raise equity capital, they can hire more people, they can increase wages, they create new products, and generally speaking, they create a lot of wealth, right? So the more that happens, is the more economic growth will happen. So I think that financial literacy is very, very important because we need to A, be able to hold policymakers to account, and B, we all have an obligation or an opportunity to take advantage of the major opportunities that we have in front of us.
What's important to me is that other persons have the knowledge and understanding to make effective and wise financial decisions in order to create and generate wealth for themselves and for their families. I think it makes for a better banking and investment landscape, overall financial landscape, when persons have this knowledge base and are able to generate wealth, and it's not just the persons directly working in the financial industry who are able to do that and who possess this knowledge. That being said, what I wanted to also acknowledge is that it's not just about you possessing a PhD in finance or you also working directly in a financially related job, but that you, any person, whoever it is able to make the important decisions and understand that the decisions you make age 20 to 25 versus age 30 to 35 with a family may not necessarily be applicable or may not necessarily be the same. And that's why I think Stocks on the Rocks is so important, because it's the medium for which where persons who work directly in the industry can share that knowledge base with other persons, but it is also a safe space where individuals can come and ask questions and are not afraid to open up themselves and say, hey, you know, I don't know about this, or I'm not aware of this, can you help me? And that's the benefit of it as well, whether it's more fundamental analysis or fundamental knowledge or more technical things, going from making a budget to analyzing a company's financial statements. You know, all of that information is so relevant, and that's why it's such a wonderful initiative that is going to help really spread that knowledge to other persons who really need it as well.
So financial literacy is important to me because I am on a mission to achieve a goal, the goal of financial freedom. The only way that I have seen of doing so is to become financially literate and applying everything that is learned. I do what I do because I believe that if this goal is achievable for me, in a similar light it's achievable for anybody else, and as such I should stretch my hand down or stretch my hand back and pull up that person who has the same aspiration or similar aspiration to do so.
So financial literacy is important because I think you need a base level of understanding of finance and money in order to function in society. And if you don't have that, you kind of struggle, you know, and that it doesn't have to be that way. So I want to be able to encourage and empower people in order to live their best lives.
I love this. I love this. I love it so much. Everybody was just talking about what it means to them in a very real sense. Some people, well, you can see the passion with everything that people are saying. For Simon, it's about purpose. You know, him being here to, you know, spread the word per se. And I love this talk about a golden window for Jamaica. That sounds so exciting. You know, our best days are ahead. And I think I'm inclined to believe that too. I think things are changing, definitely. And just looking at the week to week and the month to month living, yo, is a serious thing, you know. And to be in that space and not knowing how to get out of it, it's rough. That's why we do things like this, so people can know how to get out of that kind of living, because it's not fun. It's not fun. So I'm gonna give this opportunity to other members of the SOTR team to just talk about anything else in this video that really stands out to them.
Oh, yeah, Julia.
Hi everyone. So really and truly, financial literacy is something that is a necessary skill, in my opinion, for a good quality of life in the 21st century. There are certain skills that we have to take on in order to equip ourselves for the world to come and what the world is becoming. And I think financial literacy is most certainly one of those skills. Times have changed. We can't do things the way our parents did them because of several reasons. So many things are changing around us. Technology, inflation, the economy is changing, and we have to be ready for the shifts that are at hand. So it's really from a development perspective, both from the perspective of economic development and from the standpoint of personal development. So it has that twin benefit, in my opinion. So it's very crucial.
Yeah. So with no additions, and we've said it all, and we've looked at the videos. So thanks again to everyone who submitted a video just to share what financial literacy means to them. Simon, go ahead.
Yeah, man. I also want to mention, how, and I hope that it comes across how passionate each and every person that spoke a while ago is about financial literacy. It's serious business to them, Kalila, Randy, Danai, Mark, they all spoke about, look, this is something that we are passionate about. And some even mentioned that, look, I learned all of this and I want to share this with everybody. And I want to point out another thing that I realized from the video and from the SOTR team. Not everybody's background is in finance, meaning that you don't have to go to university to do this in order to, in order to be very familiar with the lingo and the knowledge, etc. It's something that you can learn and grow over time with. But coming outside of the finance, we at the SOTR, we wanted to know what does, what everybody do outside of finance. Shante?
Yes. So now that we have a good understanding of where everybody's passion is and what background they're coming from, let's find out a little bit more about these same people, what they do outside of finance. Roll the video.
Name one thing that you love to do outside of finance, investments, and real estate.
I love to watch movies.
Let's see.
Cinema, yeah.
So personally, I love travel.
I like to sing and dance. They don't like me back though. I can't do any of them well.
Me want to go all night, I lose my net, money I make.
I like to watch and play football. I'm not good, but I like to watch football.
Collect watches. I recently started a watch collection.
I really like to read.
That thing is, we actually run a YouTube channel called Loving to the Max. That's something that we do a lot. We spend a lot of our spare time working on that project.
I love to travel, even though that's not as applicable now.
Well, I love to play video games. I have a growing catalog of Steam games.
A football player, a professional football player. If not, I'd probably go into something like medicine or physics.
What I really, really do love is business. I genuinely love business. Sing a lot.
So we have some ballers on here. Yeah, we have some singers, we have some dancers.
But remember that they say man says a provisional baller.
Professional.
Professional footballer thing.
So I think I can answer that question as well. So in my spare time, when I enjoy giving Trevor and Simon 6, they come with a trophy.
Oh, sometimes my hand because of the way things.
Sure. Sure.
So what he is saying is that he is a FIFA player. That's what he is basically saying.
Not
he
football,
plays
FIFA.
Not football, FIFA.
So Trevor, what do you like to do outside of finance?
Well, for me, I think I like to listen to music, and I'm a YouTuber that likes to watch old sports videos. I would spend hours just rewatching Olympics videos, World Champs videos, Those are some of the things that I like to do
just call
in my spare time. Big up, Well, hey, I didn't say it.
For me, I love a good party anywhere, anytime, any day. Don't know. Liquor for drink and all these things, 18 and over, of course. And anything that allows me to be competitive is fun. And YouTube, love music.
Yeah, for me, I love outside. The beach, scuba diving, snorkeling, that's me. And the background in the tech, I always love tech as well.
Hold on there. So Makeda and Ashden, that means that you guys have not been doing what you love since March.
What? Since who?
No man, Ashden.
So
Careful in the Ashden. Careful.
You have not been doing what you like.
Yeah, here the man says snorkeling. The man they used to go eat like a fish or hell shot. Snorkeling, So like you did up on one of the yacht them man, Ashden. So I'll go to Julian and then Shante.
Okay, so I enjoy recreational reading. I enjoy swimming as well. I really wish I could swim more. I also play a little keyboard.
You do?
I'm a rookie musician, Yeah, just don't talk
so,
about it.
Julian, can you sing? Can you sing?
No, not at all.
Guys, Julian is a producer,
Yeah, man, in a former life. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, I love going for walks as well. It clears my mind.
Yeah, for me it's drives instead of walks. But Julian, question: since you and Coffee went to Arden and you were a producer before, did you have the chance to work with Coffee at any time?
No, because the age gap would have been big. But I'll tell you a funny story. We actually had a talent competition at Arden, and that's how we discovered Alkaline at the school. Actually put him on stage and all of that. So so it's not. So I wasn't there at the same time as Coffee, but I was at the same there at the same time as Alkaline and Stephen McGregor. So I saw them on campus and everything.
Oh, Stephen. Yeah, well, Stephen, very talented.
Yeah.
Simon, they said that between Julian and Simon, we can expect a single soon.
I don't know why.
Finland Productions, is it me?
Yeah, man. Cause well, in high school, I don't want to brag, or anything. But in grade 9, I was in grade 9 with Massacre, and in a grade 9 overall, we used to have DJ competitions, and of course, Massacre with a DJ and thing, and we'd up on the decks, and what them things there. So, me kind of see a little talent to come out. From me then, but me decide to focus on the book because that was where the highest I saw the highest future compounded annual growth rate.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Wait, no, guys. So Shanti, what about you?
Absolutely
Singing?
not. Absolutely not. I'm more like April.
Oh, come on, man, Miss Moderator.
I'm more like April. I
Miss
love to
Moderator,
travel,
come
but I
on.
can't do what I love. So I've been stress baking. So I don't know if anybody else can relate, but I've been baking during this lack of time.
Yeah, baking boy, beer weight to put on over here. Beer weight. Yeah, yes. So I mean, so what kind of the next thing is that we kind of wanted to pull out, the other side of some of the people that are very prominent and popular in the social media financial literacy space. So we asked them to sing a line from a song that describes who you are. But before we go into that, anybody on this live willing to sing a line before we go on?
Of course, Simon, be it way.
No, man. I mean,
yeah, my voice is Simon.
You see, no shy. In a shy. And you see, that's why me know so Trevor and a big DJ, you know.
Well, lyrics.
DJ different from singing though. So let's just
all right, fair enough.
Fair enough. Julian play already, man, Trevor and DJ.
Alright, so let's see if our financial faves, you know, can sing.
Sing a line from a song that you think that describes you.
Yes, sing.
Right, this has already been worked out.
Heights of great men reach and kept. Meanwhile, the company unslept. Me want to go nine, I lose my net. Money I've make. Heights of great men reach and kept.
Do that again.
If you know, you know.
Nice try, Simon. I really do appreciate the effort.
I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway. But more, much more than this, I did it my way.
Oh my God.
Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. If you know it, you know it.
Work, 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 work. Tell me how to work, work.
You know that chronic?
The OC bill when me say ill, me a talk about close to jail, boy. I mean, I know about Jack. When it comes to money, me say me know about that. And if I JSE, me say me sure about stocks. And if I make it in a life, can I sure about that? Whoa, boy.
Alright, let me try. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive and keep on surviving. I'm a survivor.
Good try, but I'm not gonna sing. I apologize.
Now I'm floating like a butterfly, singing like a bee. I've earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero.
Sun is shining, weather is sweet. Time to move your dancing feet.
Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain.
You know, sister, we are create waves like the ocean, yeah.
Right now,
Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in a game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. Bye bye.
My word. My word. I mean, so I know that
wonderfully executed.
So firstly, big up Ivy for the editing and my Makeda.
New skill.
Yeah, it's first time as well. So big up for that. But boy, firstly, Randy turning a disc jockey. So him
don't much
Justin, me never take Justin for a dancehall man, you know. So you know what that's like a country. I don't know if a country music or we can't pick up on the genre. I can't pick up. You know what? Me think that need a remix. Me think it need a remix. What you guys think?
Yeah, man.
I think they did a great job. Listen, it's hilarious. I've watched this video before and I'm still cracking up. I laugh every single time.
I laugh every single time.
The problem with this is we're sober. See if we do that drink some, some wine or whatever.
Yeah, man.
Different thing. It's too sober, man.
If we'd have some shots, but hold on. What YouTube think about replaying that one? Because they
want to hear Chike.
Yeah, boy, Chike.
I am pronouncing it right.
Chike, honestly, firstly, Khalila look like she got broke down, like she ready for ready for crank it. They can see the party that Khalila, But Chike, what you sing What does you know what? I'm not bash nobody. I'm not bash nobody. Here we go again.
Sing a line from a song that you think that describes you.
Yes, sing.
Right, this has already been worked out.
Heights of great men reach and kept. Meanwhile, the company unslept. Me want for gold nine, I lose my net. Money I make. Heights of great men reach and kept.
Do that again.
If you know, you know.
Nice try, Simon. I really do appreciate the effort.
I plan each charted course, each careful step along the byway. But more, much more than this, I did it my way.
Oh my God.
Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. If you know it, you know it.
Work, 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 work. Come here for work, work.
You know that chronic?
The OC bill when me say ill, me a talk about close to jail boy. I mean I know about Jack. When it comes to money, me say me know about that. And if I JSE, me say me sure about stocks. And if I make it in a life, can I sure about that. Whoa, whoa.
Alright, let me try. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive and keep on surviving. I'm a survivor.
Good try, but I'm not gonna sing. I apologize.
Now I'm floating like a butterfly, singing like a bee. I've earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero.
Sun is shining, weather is sweet. Time to move your dancing feet.
Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away with these small hours still remain.
You know, sister, we are create waves like the ocean, yeah.
Right now,
Don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in the game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie. Bye bye.
All right, boy. Every time I watch that video, I pop up. I can't get tired.
The classic
I
now.
pop up every time, non-stop. So I mean, I hope that the viewers, you know, get a. We're all human too. We enjoy stuff. Some we enjoy movies. Then I enjoy the watches. Me I try to the watch thing. I try get Kirk, you know. But so Kirk enjoy the cologne thing. All we enjoy different things. And all we do things. Sorry, guys, you can mute. Yeah, so all of us enjoy things outside of finance as much as we really enjoy investing and finance. You know, so that was the point of that, and I won't subject you to any more singing. Cause if you leave it up to me, I play the video the whole night.
But Simon, we need to get out Mark, you know.
Yeah, man.
We need his version.
Mark hide out the thing, you know, but me I go try him out on social media though. Me I go try him out on Twitter, and me I go make Twitter put some pressure upon him, because we need to see Mark
Bank of Jamaica. Bring in the Bank of Jamaica and the discussion as well.
Oh yes, BOJ. Them do a little inflation thing, no? Boy, I tell you, our central bank, man. Them really change the image of what people think a central bank. The communication type of it should be. Shanti, I'll pass over to you.
So I believe that we are on to our final question. The final one for our session this year. It's the question that we've been all waiting on to answer. The video that we've been waiting to watch. So let's roll the video. The question is, the zombie apocalypse is coming. Who are 3 people that you need on your team? Simon, roll the video.
Hold on. More the people that are in the YouTube stream and the Twitter stream to tell me there are 3 people. So firstly, remember to like and subscribe and share the video. But Tell me I give you 10 seconds. Just pick 3 random people. You can pick anybody, dead, alive, fictional, or not, who you would want to be in a zombie apocalypse with you. So I'm giving you 30 seconds. All right, so let's jump right into the video.
Why is financial literacy important to you? Why do you do what you do?
You know, I'm a teacher at heart.
And reap the rewards of what I have done with my knowledge from now.
So for me, I have this theory, right, that
and are able to generate wealth.
So guys, it look like we have a little issue on that side. So boy, unfortunately, we'll probably have to go post the zombie video videos on Twitter. Yeah, man.
Simon, you're muted.
Sorry. So we look over the zombie video now, but look out for it on our Twitter page at Stocks on the Rocks.
So what we can do though is talk about who are the 3 people that we'd have on our team. So let me just start off. So I have 3 amazing people. I had one person on my team that was stolen, and that's Katara. So let me just leave her off for now. So my 3 awesome team members would be one, that chick from Mad Max, the driver. I don't remember her name. The ballet chick, you know her with the mechanical arm. She bad. So the next person on my amazing team would be Gordon Ramsay, because we have to eat. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry. We have to eat. We have to eat. That's how it goes. And then thirdly, on my team is every character that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has ever played. So the footballer, the wrestler, everybody, I'll just take Dwayne because it's Dwayne and he's funny. Ashton, your turn.
All right, so from an IT perspective, Elon Musk easily just build a rocket and we'll just fly out of this place, go up on Mars, set up shop over there. So that's one person for me. You can bring Gordon Ramsay along just to make up a quick meal from some coconut or some seafood. I mean, yeah, that's me.
Makeda.
Circle back.
All right, Trevon, your time.
Jackie Chan 1. Jet Li 2. I noticed that I'm just choosing people that can fight. Try to take off some pressure off me. And the third person would be a comedian. We need a distraction while I run. So 2-person fight, and then we need a distraction while I, make a run. Huh? Yeah, man, distraction.
I'm not sure if you're gonna make me Wendell.
I think you're gonna survive at all.
Why? Let me see. Just me that use Lara Croft. Avatar, not Korra.
Okay.
And circle.
All right, Julian, you're up.
All right. So definitely Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars. Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars. Magneto. I don't need to explain who Magneto is. From the Marvel Universe, for those. And the third person, probably Solid Snake from Metal Gear. So yeah, 3 fictional
All right, cool, cool. Makeda, are you ready?
All right, so my thing is that all of it might just did. So you just need to go out with a bang, right? So I kind of need Cartel because I'm gonna entertain me. I also haven't seen I haven't seen Michael Jackson live. So Cartel and Michael Jackson, bad duo. And somewhere between Dave Chappelle and Will Smith, leaning towards Will Smith because he have experience with some previous movies, but them three them are there.
Not surviving.
That's a long time.
I don't want to grow me. They're not survive. They're gonna bring me down.
We're here for a fun time.
Thank you, Trevon. That is it.
Wendell, you have the rest of your people? You're on mute.
One more?
Yeah.
Or Bruce Lee now, man.
Of course.
Bruce Lee.
All right.
Yeah,
I
Batman's supposed to be very pure.
Okay, I guess it's smart. I guess it could work. Yeah.
Wait. But I like Bane from Batman, you know. I feel like him could have worked with me. So maybe I replace Will Smith with Bane.
No, it's starting to make sense.
Honestly,
I Ben and Michael Jackson.
And Michael Jackson. Yeah, I'm good with that. Bane, Michael Jackson, and Vybz Kartel.
After listening to everybody's people.
Wait.
And-
Wait. My list has just shifted. Okay, I would like to swap one person. I'm going to swap Gordon Ramsay out and put Shuri. Shuri, smartest person in the MCU. Don't fight me, but she is. Let's just put her there. Okay, that's my three. Final. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but yeah, I assume that she have vibranium. But you know what?
Go
Go
on. Go ahead.
That's the only thing me see Shuri work with. We never see she use normal technology. She have an unfair advantage.
She can use normal things.
All right,
Yeah,
fine. Mine, why me can't remember my choices? Mine was Kenshin from Summer X, because you know him good at the sword thing. I was going to choose Michonne from The Walking Dead. But I think Kenshin have a better ability. Thinking about it now, I think me don't want Spice for my team.
Spice?
Yeah, man. Just thinking about it.
Like it, Spice? Someone like it, Spice?
Oh no, man. Grace Hamilton. But me no want Grace Hamilton.
Yeah.
Man, more Spice for my team. Because no, man. I mean, I think Spice has proven to be very versatile in different things outside of music. You know, so one, I definitely think she could have fight. So Randy True's Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh.
Definitely not for the fighting, cause the things Spice could have hold her own. Like she'd have say, yo, Simon, a food time. You go there, so me go there, so you know. And then she bring the entertainment part as well. So me think on both sides, me da go with Spice. The third person, Shanti, who was my third person?
It was Katara. You are the thief.
Me choose Katara?
Yes, you did choose Katara.
Oh yes, Katara. All right. No, you know, think about it, you know. You see the man them, I think about something where they're not supposed to think about. And Makeda just want to enjoy herself. You know? But me think remember say Katara from Avatar now.
Oh,
She have
healing.
one, she's a woman, you know. Two, she have the little healing thing, you know. So if you get bitten or anything, and she have the little thing around her neck, where she can probably help out with that. But I believe that she's also an excellent fighter. She's a good bender, you know. So I certainly think that Katara could get it. Could get in the my apologies. She could get in my three for the zombie apocalypse. I think that's a solid 3. I don't understand why people choose Gordon Ramsay.
Because he can cook. But as you said,
You
I
know,
just
on the
want
belly.
to know if anybody left their options in the comments. What are the people saying?
All right, so I'm looking on YouTube now. Magneto. Iron Man. Shani Bud says Iron Man. Missy Oti cheat and say all of the Avengers. Trevon said Jackie Chan. Trevon, how Jackie Chan?
Of course.
Really?
I tell you, I am not in no fight. None. I'm standing back.
Hold on,
Jackie Chan fight.
Jackie Chan love fight.
You know,
Jackie Chan love fight.
You know, so Jackie are like you know, Jackie is like 60 or 70, right?
He's in his 70s.
Yeah, Jackie now fight nobody for you, Trevon. I did it.
Hold on, but David Williams said him want Morgan Freeman, John Wick, and Ali, which is fine. But Morgan Freeman,
I'm sorry, Morgan Freeman. Why?
I get the voice. I don't know.
What, am I gonna narrate it?
I guess to talk
I see somebody saying Miss Kitty.
All right.
Can work. Simon, I take it can work.
I would choose Miss Kitty for the same reasons why I choose Spice. And I think Miss Kitty are gonna man, you know, that little thing there. When she rises up, you know, them don't know what reach them, you know. Sade Morrison says The Rock. Well, The Rock. Beyonce, Sade. Oh, Beyonce. You know what? Nah, I'm Black Panther. Black Panther makes sense. Mia Soti says Thor, Iron Man, and Black Panther. That's cheating.
Finally. Hold on, but David said him want Morgan for the voice.
Hold on, Mia Soti.
That's what's going on, guys.
Why? I wonder why Mia Soti choose 3 man. Like no gender diversity.
Alone. That's what you want. You have any man on your
All
team?
right. Oh no, I don't. Sorry.
Okay.
So what else? Yeah, so as me say, I don't know about the Gordon Ramsay thing because I don't think Gordon Ramsay would manage well in an apocalypse. I don't think
he works in the kitchen. It's hot, it's stressful, there are people yelling. I mean, you do great.
You think you're going to have time for a meal?
But then when everybody have a down,
you should be fighting for your life.
The show have some kind of period where they find a house, some kind of room or something, and you can cook and you can eat.
Yeah, we have Russian food. You can imagine how awful the food I got taste without proper like seasoning. So Gordon Ramsay, I gotta whip up something like, yo, man is in the kitchen.
Somebody made a good point. Somebody made a good point, and I want to point that out. So somebody said, "Them are go dead anyway, so let's have fun." Right? Me agree with that. Me agree with that one day. You got dead. Me think more live 2 seasons.
I'm a survivor. I am
I
not
am a
going down.
survivor. I am
My
with
team.
Jilly. I am with Jilly. I am a
Okay.
survivor.
So me, Trevon, and Jillian, we're going to survive this. Yeah, bye bye to you guys. Bye.
At
No,
least I
man,
would have seen Michael Jackson
Elon Musk
live.
just build, so.
Okay, that's. I'll go pray for you after this, yeah? I'll pray for you.
I'm sorry, Julian. What were your picks again?
No, go ahead. We can continue.
Oh, okay.
No, I am proud of my picks, but we can just continue.
So now we're wrapping up. We're at the end, and we want to say thank you again to everybody else, everybody who tuned in tonight, and everybody who's been tuning in or even joined us live at SOCR in person. For everybody who supported every single episode, thank you so much to our guests. Thank you so much to our viewers. Thank you so much to our team that's here tonight. Thank you again for tuning in. And again, this is our final episode for the year. Thank you, Simon. Can you please give us our thank you message from Simon Johnson is our founder. So go ahead, Simon, sign us out.
Hey Shante, I think we have something else. We have something else before we wrap up.
All right, so let's get right to it.
And guys, just remember to stay safe, sanitize, follow the protocols. Remember that the curfew is 10 a.m. tomorrow, and on New Year's Day it is at 7. I believe. So just a reminder to remember the protocols when we're out.
I just want to leave a message with everybody. So, all our predecessors had to go through their own crises. They talk about Gilbert, they talk about all these natural disasters, World War II, etc. So, it's our turn to run our leg of the race. Let us not joke it out, because those after us they are depending on us to run our leg properly. So, let's not waste it. Let us just stay inside and build in Jamaican parlance.
Oh, Simon, you had said that you're looking for the video, or you're just going to post it. Which one?
Yeah,
Okay.
man, I'm uploading it now.
So, quick question: what are you guys doing for New Year's?
We got plans, Makeda.
Well, for me,
They include sleeping, because obviously it's a 10 o'clock curfew. What else is there to do at 10 p.m.?
New Year's Eve? New Year's.
New Year's Eve.
The eve into the day, because isn't the day a public holiday as well? So
The day is a public holiday. The day is definitely a public holiday. For me, I'm planning to get away. So I don't want to be at home for New Year. So I'm hoping to have a little trip. I'll be inside, but it's just a different area. I know that a lot of people are just waiting to have a difference in space. So yeah. Anybody else?
Stay inside, sleep, give thanks. Simple. That's it for me.
I think I'm gonna do a bit of review my vision board from last year and then create a new one for this.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I will have a bottle of wine somewhere near me, and definitely be going over.
You will.
And definitely be going over some achievements for 2020 and just mapping out what's to come for 2021.
Mm-hmm. As you say that, I think having goals for the year, it's always good. I know people say that those things are played out, but I don't think so. I think you need to have goals. So with that said, can we just have in the comments what are some of your financial literacy goals for 2021? Is there anything that you'd like to learn, something that you'd like to research, or something that you think that we can talk about? So go ahead and put in our comments below and just talk about what are some of the goals that you have for 2021. I know for me, it's managing budgeting. I know we talked about how to do it, but then execution is a different thing. Execution can be a little bit tricky. So for me, it's really being tight with my budget for 2021.
So for me, basically, I learned in 2020 that you should just focus on what you are doing and actually block out the noise. So for 2021 forward, that is exactly what I'm going to
For me, it's about discipline. I know that most of you guys watching would actually believe that we are perfect with our finances, but I can speak for myself. It's also a learning process, and one of the things that I think I'm going to pay attention more to is my discipline. Not that I am completely not disciplined, but I believe that there is room for more. So that's one of the major things that I'm going to focus on for 2021. Discipline and also more gains. Always more gains.
Yeah, more wins.
I can. Sorry, Ashton, go on.
Yeah, man. It's pretty short. Just the same thing that we've been doing. Learning more, growing more, trying to be the best version. Go at anything at all, 100%. More investment, more wins, like what Trevor just said. Same thing we're pushing forward. Same energy for 2021.
Nice.
No, for me, I remember when we started 2020. A question that we had to our guests was, what was one of the major lessons that you learned in 2019? In 2019, guys, you can mute your mics, please. So in 2019, I had spoken about learning, how to let go, stop wife up the stocks them, and how to, if you're going in a position, come out at the intended time, etc. It's something that I really learned in 2019 and I built upon for 2020. For investing for 2020, I would say patience, and it goes back to goals. All of my things always go back to goals because I always buy things with some intention in mind. So it's really getting to the point where, okay, you're going something and your goal for a 2-month period or a 3-month period was, I'm going to buy this, and when it hits X, I'm going to do that. And this is the reason why, and this is my research on it. And the market may not see all that I am seeing when I look at my research. So I may enter a position You know, before, sometimes when you see the stock move the other way, and you say, boy, you know, I wonder if I should come out, and you reevaluate, and then you say, no man, it's quite fine, etc. So I guess I learned a little patience for 2020, and that has really been very helpful for my investments. For 2021, I just want to build stronger. I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot more, but I just want to build and grow stronger. Julian, what's one of the major financial related things that you would learned coming out of 2020?
Well, I learned a lot about the different factors that impact the prices of stocks and other securities too. Bonds, whatever the case may be. We even saw a new Bitcoin rally after 3 years of relative silence. So it was just an interesting year in terms of learning. I've been looking a lot more at international markets, and I intend to do that going forward. Right now, I just want to increase my knowledge and my understanding as much as possible so I can create value when I actually execute. So, you know, just broadening my perspective, using my study material and explaining it to myself, you know, through my videos and to other people and through Stocks on the Rocks as well. All of those things tie into my own development. So I'll just continue doing what I'm doing pretty much along with you guys. Well, everybody looks so sad.
Shante, you muted. Shante, attack out hell. Still muted, Shante.
Still muted, Shante.
Still muted, Shante. So what is the YouTube channel saying about their goals and stuff?
There we go. I'm unmuted, right? I was just saying, it's not just here, it's meetings all the time. It's just become a part of us. Every Zoom meeting, Google meeting, there's somebody talking on mute, and they're like, unmute your mic, unmute your mic.
Yeah, that's one of the most used words since the pandemic.
Yes, this is something that we all have to get used to. So thank you so much to everybody again for just sharing about what we're looking forward to doing in 2021, things that we want to build. Is there anything from the comments that we can just talk about real quick? Did anybody post anything that they are looking forward to do? Any goals?
Everyone on the YouTube?
Yes, I'm on it. I'm just looking at some of the comments. Jovan here says that he will just continue to learn. So that's good for Jovan. The Guyanese is, well, he is bigging up the SOTR team and bigging up you guys.
Yeah, man. Big up the Guyanese.
Big singer.
Big singer.
So yes, I am not on the Twitter stream, but Sade's goal is to broaden her financial literacy and apply what she has learned and knowledge that she will use to pursue in the future. So great.
Awesome. That's something that we can all look at as well. So if you don't mind if I do, we'll be signing out right No. And this is the final SOTR episode for 2020. Thank God we made it so far. We're looking forward to seeing you again in 2021. We will be launching our various communications across various streams regarding the next SOTR episode. Please tune into our Twitter page to find out what's happening, right? So looking forward to hearing from you in the comments. You can rewatch this video, like it, share it, and of course, subscribe to this channel. Follow us on Twitter. Look for
the
us.
videos, for the zombie videos. Remember.
Yes. Follow us on Twitter and look out for the zombie videos. So thanks again for tuning in, and we're signing out. Bye, everybody.